Yo, welcome back to a new video. It's me, Omar Nowick. If you're wondering why my name's Omar Nowick, it's because I trade Nowick candles, my own 85% win rate Nowick strategy that I developed and made it, as you can see, beautiful strategy. I'm a purely Forex trader who just started trading futures, not because I want to switch to futures. I'm never switching to futures. I'm already made, six figures plus, not plus, six figures through trading Forex, so I don't see a reason why to switch to futures. But I've been getting a lot of you guys asking me for, okay, Omar, are you gonna switch to futures or not? So as you guys can see, I passed two accounts within 2 days and 2 days, and then now I'm up 1K on one account and 500 on another account. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, pretty solid. And yeah, I've done this through trading futures on NQ and on ES. I literally didn't know. If you asked me 4 or 5 days ago, what do you know about futures? I'm gonna tell you I don't even know anything. I don't know what's the difference between a mini and a micro. And now I already passed two accounts and I'm soon getting payouts, hopefully. We'll see. And yeah, here's the eval certs. You see I got both of them, passed them. So yeah, it's looking pretty solid. I just wanted to clarify this. I'm gonna make a video on how to trade my Nowick strategy on futures. It's pretty similar to Forex, just the different assets or different contracts and how to do that and what's my risk management, because I know you're wondering how did this guy start futures and in 2 days after starting futures he passed two accounts, right? And I'm close to getting a payout. I still haven't got any, as you can see, but yeah, once I do, I'm gonna let you guys know. So yeah, I just want to clarify this what you're gonna see this video after this one is how my student Matt was able to get a payout in futures in less than 1 month, but he was doing something special. He wasn't trading on NQ and on ES. He wasn't trading on contracts. Instead, he was trading forex pairs or currency pairs on futures. And that's something I never heard of, to be honest. Like, I didn't know, okay, this is something possible. So I was wondering how he did it, and he's gonna show you how he did it. He did it in less than 1 month after joining the mentorship. So yeah, that's it. Enjoy the video, and I wish you all the best of luck. All right, welcome everyone. This is my student Matt. He's been in the mentorship for less than a month now, and he already got a payout, and he's funded on multiple accounts. Matt, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, like I said, Matthew, I realized today is my 1 month after joining the mentorship to the day. 28 from South Africa. Yeah, that's it.
How has it been? How's it been? What is your
That's been great.
experience? What is your experience before you join? And yeah.
Okay, so next month is going to be 1 year trading for me. I think at the end of June. So we're just about passing that 11-month mark. Done the usual strategy hopping, unfortunately, but it's a rite of passage. And yeah, found the mentorship. I watched a short of yours, saved it to my YouTube watch later in case I ever needed another strategy.
Okay.
And ended up watching it at like midnight one night, and I was like, damn. I got up at midnight, came and back tested like a random week in Feb. I got like 70%. I was like,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think I spent the next week like back testing 500 trades on FX Replay.
Ooh. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember you backtested a lot when
Yeah.
you joined. Like before you joined, you had a big sample size. Usually
Yeah.
people backtest 20, 30 trades. You backtested a lot.
No, on my previous strat, I think I was sitting at 1,500 for the strat I was using just before this.
Okay.
So look, the data doesn't lie, right? Like you said, backtesting reveals if you're a guru or not.
Yeah.
So
I always say
I
this.
backtested, and I mean, my whole idea was if I could get 76% by myself, what value could I get out of the mentorship? And honestly, the most valuable thing for me has actually been the community. I didn't know I needed it, but my wife told me, after you told me you wanted this testimonial, we spoke yesterday, and my wife was telling me how different I've been since I've joined the community, because, iron sharpens iron. I've been able to chat with other fellow traders. I don't have anything. I just run ideas by her. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. And it's fantastic. She's awesome. But, talking with somebody who can actually argue back with you and say that you're thinking wrong. You shouldn't be doing it this way, that way. The community's been insane for me, and I didn't think that. I did not expect the community to be as impactful as it ended up being.
That's why if you realize when you want to join and you get that interview, we always stress on, okay, how many hours are you going to be able to put? Are you going to be able to put that 1-2 hours? How serious are you? Are you going to be active member? Are you going to be asking questions, sending your trades? Because that's the main goal. Like, we want everyone to be, if you realize this week, for example, everyone passed and got funded and got payouts all at the same time. Why? Because we're already trading together. We're helping each other. So that was the goal. Okay, cool. And regarding the strategy, what made you, okay, this is the one? Like, what made you think this is the strategy I want to go for?
I've traded both discretionary and mechanical in the past. The discretionary strat that I was using was high win rate, but very low frequency. Very high time frames. You're looking on the daily. You're holding over the weekend. And the trader, while being an excellent trader, it was a live account strategy. It wasn't a strategy that I could really use on prop firms because it required me to hold over the weekend and to, hold trades for 4 weeks at a time before selling. And it didn't really work for me. I found another video, a mechanical strategy, but the mechanical one had a 55% win rate over a very large sample size. And I couldn't find something in the middle, something that I could execute well, mechanically, that also had a good enough return that justified it. And like I said, the fact that I could get up in the middle of the night, test a random week I picked out of nowhere, and hit 70-80% with no learnings except like a 40-second short. I didn't know Omar entry. I didn't know anything. I back tested my first 200 trades just off that short.
Yeah.
I didn't even go and watch any of the other videos. I got 70%. So I was like, if it only gets better from here, it's worth it.
That's what's up, man. Like, now you already know, like, I'm not even gonna ask you this question, but so you said you had this problem of hopping strategies. Do you believe you would even take into consideration changing strategy now after this?
No. But I think once again the community is at play here. I've realized quite recently that the strategy is not the thing that I was missing. Like, this strategy is fantastic, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's such a mechanical way to interact with price, and it's awesome. However, I'm my edge at the end of the day. And I realized that, the whole time trading, every person online is telling you strategy's 10%. All that matters is psychology and risk management. For the last year, I've been like, lies. I mean, of course, the strategy is all that matters. Who cares about psychology? Like, if I can win more,
it helps you,
I don't need good psychology.
It helps you.
It does.
Because when you're trading something that has, like, technically, if you have a 50% win rate, right, and you got 1 to 2 RR, you're profitable. You're hella profitable.
Yeah.
But you're going to lose one trade, win one trade. Sometimes you're going to lose 2 trades, then win 2 trades. So psychologically, that's going to get into you. Now, on the other hand, when you have a high win rate strategy, and okay, I'm a win, lose. Win, lose. That's going to reset your psychology in a better way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, the community, you mention it in your videos all the time, but, win together, lose together. It helps. Losses suck. It sucks. Let's win. It's a team effort.
Bro, I swear, it's a bit fucked up to say, but I agree with you, bro. Like, even me, as someone who reached a really good level in trading, like, okay, if I'm losing by myself, it's like, I lost. When I'm losing with people, it's like, it's all right. I lost with other people lost.
Exactly. I mean, look at all the JPY nonsense that happened this past week with those crazy dumps.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone got taken out with me.
No.
Otherwise.
on the NZD JPY you're talking, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that trade, oh my God, the news trade. Yeah, like, okay, it's not your fault. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
The market just decided, like, hey, y'all not winning today. Like, all right, cool. At least I'm not the only one.
All we know is we're all back in Discord complaining in chat about the same thing, trying to figure out who said what now. And it's been so good for me to have that community built around it, because I've been so, like I said, the last 10 months I haven't joined any communities, but I've been so heavy data driven that I've done thousands of backtests, and it's great. It lacks, I don't know, it's very lonely, and it's difficult to know where you're going wrong because you believe your own lies as well. There's nobody to kind of, you call out when we take nonsense trades and stuff, and you're reviewing. There's nobody to tell me that my backtesting shit.
That's true.
When it's just me thinking I'm God getting a high win rate by myself, it doesn't help.
Because, bro, that's the thing about the person's brain. We always try to get our stuff biased. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, even when you did the backtest and I did the journal review for you, you remember, like, always when you have some wins are not even correct. Just because sometimes, let's say you're playing FX replay, you might see 2 candles pass by. You see, okay, price went up a bit. Oh yeah, I would take this anyway. And then after you see it, it hit. Actually, no, you know what? I would take this trade, and that's how you.
When the wick just happens to tap you into entry.
Exactly.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? Sometimes like, oh no, actually no, I wouldn't leave this much breathing room. That's the human's brain. Yeah. Because we get, even when you're practicing, you get that dopamine of, I won. That's exactly why I do the journal reviews and I see, okay, here you did this right, here you did this wrong, regardless if it's a win or a loss. So you don't end up doing the same mistakes when you're back actually trading. Cool, man. So take us through the journey of when you first started, like after you first started to join the Discord, the mentorship. What did you get? How was it?
So I joined based on the OG strat, the first 4 hour
5 hour
course, scalping 5 hours scalping course, and I joined on the Saturday, and that Sunday you were talking in chat about how you got something cooking for us that week.
Yeah,
and you came out with a new strategy,
the intraday,
the swing strat, intraday. And it threw me for a looper. Then I was like, damn, I just got this one working. And, now I have to figure out this new thing. And I was so stuck in my head trying to figure out this new thing. And honestly, that was the first 2 weeks. I know it's only been 4 weeks. That was the first 2 weeks was me kind of fighting mentally to try to figure out how this new thing works.
Like, which one you want to do? You want to do the scalping or you want to do the intraday? Yeah.
Exactly. And trying to, we were all stuck learning, so you'd get things wrong, and it's quite discouraging when you mess up.
Yeah.
And the thing, you wouldn't believe it, the thing that saved me was a random message on Discord from the guys. I went to preach to my wife after I read it. Alamin posted a win that he took that day. This was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And Danny added Alamin, and he goes, which strategy are you trading? Are you trading intraday or are you trading scalp? And Alamin replied with, I swear, it changed my life. He replied with, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what you're talking about. I trade no Wick. And I read it so many times. So many times my wife.
Bro, I know the message.
I'm so stuck here trying to figure out which way is correct and where I should put my hours of backtesting, where I should do this. And this profitable man over here is just like, bro, I just trade.
Well, Alamin is a gangster for a reason, man.
And straight up, next day, I was like, shit, okay, don't overthink. I just trade no Wick. Like, if it's appropriate to put it at the swing high, it's at the swing high. If it's appropriate to put it at the recent high, that's at the recent high. I'm just trading a no Wick, clean entry, clean structure, clean trend, done.
That's it.
Wins.
That's how we came with a hybrid model after. Yeah.
It's wild. Like the impact it had instantly. Next day, the impact I was wild. I got up at like 4 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. We took a trade. It was Asia. I closed the charts. I came on that night at 1. I was like, sick.
So I don't forget.
Cool. Winning. You guys went, I know you released the new scalping version as well.
That's the one, by the way. That's the one you suggested, the hybrid model,
Yeah.
like
Hybrid.
the mix
The
between the
thing is,
scalping and the
I
intraday.
didn't even watch the new strat. I saw Alamin's message. I was like, you know what? I'm doing well with what I'm doing.
That's it.
And I just trade no wick. There's no specific no wick. I trade no wick. I trade whatever the market gives me. If it gives me a trade that looks like it will play out for 6 hours, I'll be in it for 6 hours. If it tells me that this market conditions are choppy and maybe I need like a scalp level because I don't want to risk anything, then I do that. And like I said, it's astounding. I've simplified it and it's given me better results.
I agree with you.
Without doing anything. That's the thing. It was no doing. It was a lack of doing that saved me more than me adding to it. It's been, like I said, it was a stupid Discord message. And that's it.
That's it.
A random Discord message.
That's it. Bro, like, the thing is, more is less in trading. Believe it or not, more is less. Like, once you start overcomplicating trading, that's when you start actually losing. Because, like, just keeping it simple, as I have such a big watch list when it comes to trading. Now I simplified it into a couple of pairs. I have them on my charts. I look through them. I'm trading now 1 to 2 hours. Go through these pairs. The big five, the best five. I look through them through these 1 2 hours. Cool. I get a trade. If I don't, I don't. And then I have the other pairs in case someone asks me, Omar, what do you think about this trade? Or what do you think about this trade? I gotta check it for them. That's it. Now
it's so much better.
I'm just doing this for my own psychology, Now, do the other pairs work? Yes. Will I from time to time, if I see a really good setup on them, take it? Obviously. Because now I reached a point with the no strategy where I realized it's not about which pairs work and which pairs don't. It's how good of the setup is, with the extra components.
That day, how it looked. That was the same, like I said, all of this, I don't know why. It was, like I said, it was such a stupid message. It led to all of these thoughts, which is just, if it isn't clean, if I would be stupid to not take it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Cash is a position as well. I'll preserve my capital and we'll check tomorrow. And I'm so okay with it. And I wasn't before. And I can't even tell you why I am now. But I'm so okay with it because I know that a day like Friday will happen.
Exactly.
Where there'll be 3-4 just A++ trades. And I'll catch them and I'll go, cool, I don't have to trade for 2 days if there's nothing. I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. Or you'll get the S setup, for example. That's true. There is one quote I always say in our meetings. When people ask me about structure, what do I say? If you've been attending, you would know.
Oh, no.
The one when I say,
no.
If you can't, what was it?
If you can't decide, if you can't actually see clean structure, skip the trade.
That's it.
Something like that.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. If you can't read it, skip it. That's it.
That's what I've been going with. When I was trying to figure out the new way of reading it, I was finding things that fit the system. Where we're in a downtrend technically, it's a bit consolidating now. It's in a range, but I can take a sell and it would be okay. Do I want to take a sell that has a 75 pip stop loss on UJ? Maybe not. maybe it's like the system's so good, but I thought the system would solve my trading. And it's such a great entry model that I forgot that there has to be context behind it.
Yeah.
There has to be context behind it. And when there's context, the model works so much better.
100%.
And I thought that's the bridge for me from 60 to 80%.
You went from taking valid setup to good setup. And most people online don't know the difference between a valid setup and a good setup, by the way. They're not the same. A valid setup is something, you can just take it, but it's not guaranteed to win.
Yeah.
A good setup also is not guaranteed, but you have way higher chance to win.
And my other thing was I was also I was taking losses initially, and I wasn't confident in the trade idea before I took it. You know, someone will shout out there's a UJ trade, and I'll be like, damn, these guys know what they're talking about. Shit, I better sell on UJ. And then I won't understand why I'm selling, you know, and you can't use a group like a signals group.
No.
You can't. Like, it can be used like that, but it shouldn't be used like that.
Never.
Because I was taking these trades because, you know, the guys that know better than me are taking them. So it must be a good setup. But even when it won, it doesn't make me better next week because I still can't take the trade because I don't know why they took it. And so when I started going, when I wake up, I don't look at Discord. I don't look what limits anyone has. I open my charts. I will look at what's valid. And then I'll go into Discord and go, oh, Omar said UJ. Dope. I said UJ too. Cool. Confluence.
Same stop loss, same TP. Fuck it, we ball.
Same thing. You, like, everyone else was just another tick box. Oh, dope. Everyone saw it as well.
Yeah.
Not because everyone saw it, now I'll hop in. And that just flipped things for me because it helped me learn so quickly when I had to understand everything I entered. And so now, if I have to argue about whether, I mean, if this thing's had a change of character 10 times in the last 12 hours, leave me alone. I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't need to blow an eval on this. It doesn't do anything. I'm chilling.
Anyway, talking about evals. So, for the ones who know Matt, you know Matt. If you don't know Matt, he's a futures trader using the no-wick strategy. Oof, I'm excited for this one. So, tell us a bit. How do you trade on futures? First, why futures? How do you trade on futures? Just drop the sauce, man.
So, I'm currently trading on Top Step. And I was a futures trader before joining. I had the accounts anyway. I knew how it worked. I kind of just stuck with, may as well stick around with it. I saw that you said we can trade NQ and ES, but my take on it is I joined because you're profitable and you trade Forex and I liked futures. And so I just traded the spot pairs that I could on futures. So I think I have like 5 pairs. And I mean, it's 4 of the big ones. It just doesn't have CAD JPY, which is fine.
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah. I trade UJ, I trade GU, trade AU, Euro. I'm iffy. I want to do more back testing first before I take more trades on that one. But I chart on TradingView, and because the charts on the future side aren't the best, honestly. So I chart on TradingView, and then I plan out the trade on TradingView and everything, and then I'll literally just find the same candles, even if they look different. On the futures chart, I'll just look at the time that those candles were at. And I'll go, cool, entries based on the no wick at the 315 candle. I'll place it at the top of the 315 candle, and then I'll go look at the time my stop loss is at. It's based on the high that was made at midnight. Place my stop at midnight. And yeah, it translates so well over. It's 99%. Sometimes the wicks are maybe a bit different, but I've had no issue. Every trade that's won on TradingView has won over on futures, and every trade that's lost on TradingView has lost over on futures. So it translates really well. And I mean, futures for me, cheap accounts, copy trading is busted. I mean, I'm from South Africa, and we are quite limited by the firms we can go with. We can't get Apex, we can't get Lucid Trading. Even I can get I have it on an Excel sheet somewhere. I can get 148 50Ks. I plotted the firms that I can get 148 accounts with that all allow copy trading from one copy trader. And I can just trade. I mean, what is that amount of capital? Let's see, 148 times.
Oh, we're talking millions, bro.
7.4 million.
Yeah, it's going to take time to pass all of these, bro.
But all you do, though, right, is you just hook it up to the trade copier and keep trading normally.
Yeah.
It's the same trades.
Yeah.
And on the trade copiers, you can adjust the ratio that it risks. So you can say on these funded accounts, risk $100 for 1 contract. And on these evals, risk 5 contracts. And so it's like the power of copy trading is wild for me. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not there yet.
Once
Eventually.
you will be there.
Yeah. We're not trading 148. I'm copy trading 3 accounts.
Right,
But
that's nice, bro.
eventually,
That's nice. So so basically, in simple terms, what you do is you look at forex pairs on a Wanda on TradingView normal. You analyze there. Let's say now we get a GU, just for instance, a GU no wick at 5 a.m. That's where you mark it up, and then you place your stop loss normally on TradingView, and you look,
yeah,
okay, which candle was this on TradingView? With the stop loss base, let's say, of the 12 a.m. And then you place it there, and then TP 1 to 1, and then you just pretty
yeah.
much execute on futures.
Execute the same. I make sure that it looks the same, as close as I can get it. And like I said, it's worked out really well across. It's difficult to use, the correct pip sizes and all of those. It doesn't translate over. So using just the candle timings have helped immensely.
I mean, to be fair, I looked a bit about this yesterday as well. Most of the time, it's gonna look kind of similar, especially on
yeah,
pairs
it's
like
only the inverse pairs.
yeah,
that you-
the inverse
yeah.
pairs is gonna be. I didn't get this. It was a bit confusing for me. But for pairs like this, say GBP USD, it's pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah, it looks the same. The only difference is sometimes on futures, because the candles will close differently. It's a green candle, like it's a doji, right? It's a green doji on TradingView.
It might
It's a
be
red
red.
doji on Top Step. Like,
Yeah.
it's not big. I mean, if it moves down massively, it's moved down on both the charts.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we have the inverse pairs, but that's if we're gonna talk about it, it's gonna take a while now because I believe that one is a bit more Oh, you know what? If you could explain a bit
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
it's not big, right? So, all the inverse pairs are, instead of trading USD JPY on futures, you're just trading JPY/USD.
Okay.
So it's making the exact same move in the opposite direction.
So let's say
when
on
we're
trading
selling
view.
on GU, I'm buying yen. Oh, sorry, not GU.
UJ.
When we're selling on UJ, on TradingView, we're taking a bearish NOIC. I would take a bullish NOIC. Same time, same everything. Structure looks the same. It's literally just flipped. Yeah.
Interesting. So you would buy in that case on future.
Yeah. And look, it's also only 2 pairs, right? It's yen and it's Canadian. And Swiss francs. So CHF.
Yeah.
But yeah, in those cases, I just do, instead of taking a sell, I take a buy. The structure's identical. The stop losses look the same. It's just going the other direction.
And from experience, most of the time when there is a NOIC on TradingView, a Wanda, will there be a NOIC on also in the futures or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
most of the time, the candles look quite different. I'll place it at. That's why the time element matters so much with matching the candles.
Yeah.
I'll place it at the top of the no wick candle time, even if over on futures, it's a very long wick. It's like definitely not a no wick candle. I know that that's still where it would have closed at. So that's why the timing part matters so much with matching the time up.
I see.
But it's not a big deal at all, right? It's just looking at different charts. Since the structure looks so similar, you know where it's going to be.
I'm thinking of buying like 2-3 funded accounts futures. Trade them a bit aggressive, and then just get a payoff for it, just for the because why not? Like, just not for the money, I promise. Actually, I don't mind donating the money, or like not donating, like buying accounts and giving them away, do a prize or something. I'm just curious. I'm thinking about doing this, like just to pass.
No, it's
futures account.
You should. I mean, especially with how cheap the accounts are, right? Like, you lose nothing.
It's dirt cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I pay $50 if I want an account with an activation fee, or it's 95 no activation. Which, I mean, $100 to have a 50K account, no activation, no anything. And I actually didn't mention this earlier. There's a massive difference with futures versus CFD accounts.
Okay.
Is you have no matter how big your buffer is, you have a daily loss limit. I don't have that on futures.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a good thing, brother. I'm positive that's a bad thing. They did it on purpose, bro.
You can put one in. Look, in your settings, you can set your risk
really?
parameters. Yeah. You can set. In fact, Top Step's offering a special not right now. They introduced a new safety trading program where if you put a daily loss limit on the account when you buy it, you get $10 off. So you get the account for $10 cheaper if you put a $1,000 daily loss limit instead.
Interesting.
Trying to promote safer trading practices. But the thing is, if you're a great trader, right, and you build up a 5K buffer, you can risk $1,000. You can risk 2K.
Yeah.
And you can't do, even if you build a 5K buffer on CFDs, you have your 1%.
That's true. That's true.
Daily loss limit.
I mean, if you want to think about this, you got to think about it from in terms of, okay, but you got max trading drawdown.
Yeah, you have to escape that first. And the buffer's smaller. The buffer on the 50K is 2,000, 24%.
Yeah. Now, but at the same time, if you think about it, you could also get Forex one-step account if you want to have the trading drawdown, but you want to pass quick. Because I was looking, let's say, at Alpha Capital one-step, you can get if I'm not mistaken, 50K account for $300. Now, on the other hand, you pay $100 for that. I'm talking no discounts on both cases. But on Alpha Capital, you would have to get 6%. Your profit target, let's say, you can make it 6%, max drawdown 6%, and then you're funded. And the max drawdown is 6%. So now the way this works is you wouldn't really need to build a buffer on this one. Why? Because if you, let's say, go up 6% and you withdraw all the money, they would close your account. But if you build a buffer, you would be, it's the same concept as futures. Yeah. Just what do you want to do? I remember back in the days when I did this account, bro, I didn't care, bro. Once I got the money, once I saw payout, I was like, let me withdraw everything. I just want to feel the money for my psychology. And that's it pretty much. Okay, nice. So what else did we not cover? I feel like we covered a lot of stuff. Two more questions and we're done. If someone is watching this video and they're thinking, okay, should I do this? Is this for me or not? What would you say? Should I join the mentorship or not? You don't benefit anything.
I think it is so worth it. I just don't think it's worth it in the way you think it's going to be when you join. Have you watched? Ridiculous question. Have you watched Kung Fu Panda #1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end, he opens a scroll, that Dragon Warrior scroll, and he's looking for the secret.
The secret sauce.
It's you all along. You can trade off the YouTube videos. You can. The videos are excellent. It's 95% off everything. I know there's S, S plus setups, all this, but it's 95%. You can do it. You can do it solo. I was doing it solo for so long. You can. It's just the community, man. I took a trade 2 weeks ago, and I took 2 trades at the same time, AU and GU, and something happened and they both lost, right? And Eric messaged me on the side. He DM'd me, and he's like, "Dude, I wouldn't do this again. They correlated assets, so you're either going to win both or lose both. So you end up over risking." I didn't even think about that beforehand because I was like, 2 great setups.
Yeah.
And it just, there's things that you don't notice when you're the reviewer. Like you said, you're biased. When you're looking at your own stuff, there's things you miss. You have blind spots. And in a career that's performance-driven, which trading is, if you want to take it seriously long-term and not just get a payout and leave, it'll pay for itself so quickly. I mean, month 1 in, I'm not even trying to get a payout, and I got $700 now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll actually put the screenshot of it here, obviously. Yeah, I will do that 100%. So, shout out to you, man. You did it real quick. 1 month, And not like how many funded evals and like funded accounts you got now?
Currently, I have on futures, I have 150K funded, so I have 350Ks
Okay.
that are funded, and then I have, I think, 4 or 5 evals.
Bro.
Yeah.
Now, with that one account, you were able to secure $700 payout. Remember this, guys. I'm saying this out loud so people can call me out on this shit later on. All right. I did this with Alamin. Hey, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself now because I'm promising a lot of what I'm saying, a lot of results to different people, but no, because I believe in you guys. Remember this, that $700 payout. One day we're gonna redo this same interview, and it's gonna be, instead of 700, it's gonna be 7,000. Remember this. Remember this. Listen.
Right.
You know when you joined, I told you, yo, you're pretty serious about this from the back. I was like, I'm sure you're gonna get your payout quick, and that's what you did. I'm confident if you just keep the same psychology, keep your head down, and every time you blow an account, God forbid, but it's gonna happen eventually.
It happens, yeah.
You count these as business costs instead of, oh, I'm a bad trader. Oh, the strategy doesn't work. Oh, what can I do with my life? That's when you're gonna be locked in. You know what I mean? Building your buffer slowly, trading slowly, knowing now you know it works. Now your psychology, bro, that's the best part about getting a payout, even if it's $20. You know, okay, shit. I was able. How much did you pay for the funder that you got $700 from?
$50.
You paid $50 to get 700. That's the best ROI ever in the world.
Yeah. And the thing is, you still have the 700 left in the account.
And then
I meet the minimum profitable days, and you just get
another one.
Again.
Another one.
Yeah. No, it's been great. Like I said, psychologically, I didn't like I said, I was looking for the secret in the scroll. I was looking for all the stuff, and that's what I thought. I thought the value would be. I thought that's where it would be, and it wasn't there at all. It was so much the community and so much the psychology that came with simplifying it. I was looking for complexity. I was looking because I thought there must be something I'm not getting. There's a secret somewhere. And as soon as I went, cool, if you assume there's no secrets, assume everything's out there for the world. Great. All that, like I saw, you tell us what trades you take. I'm like, cool. I took 20 trades last week as an example. Omar took 5. If I'm not profitable, maybe I should get closer to the 5. I don't have to, do the solo thing anymore. I don't have to figure out which one works. I know what habits I want to copy and what I want to get closer to. And that's all. You've taken your losses. Like you said, you take your trade, you go to sleep, you wake up, it's a loss, you're like, I'm going to get my hot chocolate.
I mean, that's how I do it, man. So, because you're going to be at 11, if you're even profitable then, you're going to be 11 wins, 9 losses. So you're going to be up 2R. I'm going to be 4 wins, 1 loss. So I'm going to be up 3R.
Exactly. So I realized that once I simplified things, my emotions were easier to control.
Yeah.
Because I understood my losses and I understood my wins. I didn't have to question if I took a bad trade, if I did something ridiculous, maybe I analyzed incorrectly. I was like, this thing was moving down almost vertically. It had one place to put my stop loss. I did it. It lost. Cool. I'm good with that. It's just part of the game. And it doesn't even affect me or you can't say it doesn't affect me, but it affects you so much less when things are simple and I don't have to try to figure out what I did wrong.
That's the best part about trading mechanical. You lose, always blame it on the system. That's it. Yeah. I do that too, bro. I say, bro, you know how many times after a loss I'm like, fuck, this strategy is shit? Every single day. Not every single day, every single loss. And I'm cool with it, bro. Just blame it on the system. All right.
You go, that's part of the 30%.
Yeah.
That's cool. My 70 will come.
When you guys come to me, be like, Omar, I lost. If it's actually a valid trade, yeah, bro. Well, what am I gonna do for you? Like, okay, yeah, that lost. That strategy didn't work on this specific trade. What can I do for you? All right, sir. Like, what can I do?
Yeah, exactly. And I literally just wanted to get to the point where Like I said, I didn't have to question why I lost. It lost. I knew it was a good trade. I'm so good with that.
Yeah.
Because all that means for me is if I win 7 out of every 10 trades,
You up.
that's just one of my 3.
Yeah.
That means tomorrow might be a winner.
Most
That means
probably.
2 days' time.
That's true.
That means my win streak is coming.
That's it.
I'm good. I'll happily accept the loss.
Yes.
It's fine.
I get more excited. You know, after we had this one negative week once. I had one negative week in 2026. That's it, by the way. That negative week, you remember what I wrote on the announcement? I said...
I remember it was in April.
Yeah, it was in April. I said, after every single bad week comes a good week. That was, back then, that was my biggest week ever. So...
Yeah, I saw the new post. Saw the new post last night.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Anyway, Matt, was very nice talking to you, brother.
You too.
And we'll definitely stay in touch. Thank you so much for your time, brother. And from now, it's only cooking, all right? Now we're going to keep cooking. And that's it, pretty much.
It's fine. You must book some time in your calendar for next month, huh? You'll get the 7K.
Hey, say less, bro. I'll send you the calendar link already.
Sounds good, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one, brother. Take care.
Peace out.
All right, guys. So this was Matt's story. As you heard him, he went from... You saw how many, in trading, how he was struggling psychologically. And honestly speaking, psychology is the most reason why people fail. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, psychology is what gets into people. So as Matt said, the secret sauce is not the strategy itself. It's the community, people's help, us sending all trades together, winning together, losing together. Now, obviously, we have a lot of more stuff, in the community, like the coaching calls, the one-on-one calls that you'll be getting. Being able to know why every single trade that you lost, why every single trade that you won. Same concept for the journals. You'll be getting my journal, and you'll be getting journal review. That's where you'll actually learn the system. Now, Matt was lucky enough. He already knew a lot of the system before joining. That's what made it easier even for him. But for most people, they think they know the strategy, but in reality, they don't. If you know 99.99% of people, when they join the community, they always have to backtest first, do the journal, and then I have to check every single trade they took on the backtest. Why? Because I want to make sure that they understand the strategy before even hopping to trading, live trading, regardless if it's a funded, regardless if it's a live account. And when I do that journal review, 99.99% of people, I tell them you have to redo it again. Why? Because they think they're doing everything right, when in reality, they're doing everything wrong. Most people, and sometimes, you know what surprised me the most? They backtest, and they get 80% win rate. I go through every single trade. Half of these trades wouldn't be valid. And then I get a lot of people joining, doing the backtest, and tell me, Omar, I got 50% win rate. I'm like, bro, how? Let's have a look on your journal. I look at the journal, and I see some trades that doesn't even make sense. They forget a rule here. They read the structure wrong there. They did this there. They did this wrong here. They did this wrong here there. And they end up, not knowing what they're doing. And then after we just fix these specific mistakes, they see how they jump from 50s to 75 to 80% and so on. So yeah, that's it pretty much. I'm not going to yap too much. If you would like to join this amazing community and be able to win, this week alone we had Matt getting a payout, Martin getting a payout, passing another funded. We had Lucas passing, we had Rami passing, we had Alamin getting a payout, we had Kay getting funded. We had a lot of results this week. So, hey, now the strategy is hot. I'm telling you. How long it's going to stay like this? I don't know. So if you would like to join us, you got to apply through the link below in my description. And it was very nice talking to you all. See you all in the community and love you all. Peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, blah, blah, blah.